Hello and welcome to an Arakni Marionette game that we've already gone to turn one on, but I've not done anything yet, so it's all good. They have AB1. Cool. I do want to do that. Yeah, we're fine with this. I'm going to try the sigil rather than arsenal. There's a temptation to put it in arsenal, but I kind of want to cycle some more stuff through. And they're likely to be banishing things, so I'm actually going to take advantage of it and kind of just put a destructive ether tide in there. I'll either get to use it or they'll banish it and I won't care. I've played, I think, 2 Arakni games now. They are what they are. Decisions. I think we're going to do this. So we lose a card. This isn't actually a bad thing as such because we can like put earth cards into banish. This is what we're going to be trying out this game. Can we just feed them things? How little can we block? Because blocking feels bad. And as much as Surgeon is good here, I'm tempted to Heartbeat because I get 3 life out of it, and that feels better to me. In fact, that's better. Do this line. Do the Heartbeat, get some life. Do the Surgeon. Ooh. Throw it anyway because I want to cycle it through. And that lets me arsenal this flare. One thing my build's actually been surprisingly decent at is the fact that because there's an awful lot of cards I can just play, I can actually sort of sit and no block a lot into this Marionette stuff. Because, like, if they leave me with everything in hand, I can still play stuff. It's kind of interesting. Do I care about that? No. I don't think we care about any of this. I think we just try and take it all to the face. We might care about that one. They can play their reactions on that if they like. Oh, no reaction. Lovely. Right, in which case we are going to get a bit of blinky blinky on. Hands like that just feel really nice because I get to actually use them all. I liked yellow fruits before, I like it even more now because of the fact that you can just sit doing that. I also like that I have banished 2 earth cards now, so we are basically online with these plows and stuff if you want to use them. a tagger and you're a pain. Oh, we're going for it. There's a temptation to use the that's all you've got in this, but I don't think I'm going to, because what I can actually do is use this as the pitch for the plough, and then I can arsenal the rampant. Feels like the best line to me. Okay, we might do that. It's a slight gamble, but I think it's probably... Is it worth? It's going to hit though, isn't it? No matter what. Yeah, it doesn't matter what they do. Maybe this is fine now. I always think of this. So they've done this. It's once per turn. They've used it for the kiss of death. So I'll take one from that, and then yeah, we'll do that. Stops them marking me. Seems good. There was a slight chance I drew a red, but I could at least pitch the rampant and keep the turn going. I think this is a turn where we actually try and block some stuff, because that hand is not great and we have things to do. Codex is interesting. Not that fussed though. No, that's an interesting hand. I mean, that's just happening. I actually have no reason to block this turn unless they do anything monolithic. And I think they've basically done everything, so... do we want to play that as in price? It's tempting. It sometimes does something. I believe this is a turn where it sometimes does something. Because that embodiment's going to give me some lovely blocks. Knife is annoying. I don't know if this is the right choice, but we're going to go with it. I'm going to get 2 embodiments because they've got a big hand. This could be awful. I have no idea. I just we're just going for it. Can they get big enough to hit? No, they can't. Cool. Well worth. Bye embodiments. You are my best friend. Ring of Roses is really nice. I can tell why it's legendary. It would be nonsense if you could get multiples. Like, you know, it just stacks up really fast in terms of silliness. Yeah, we're just taking everything because we can fruits anything back and there's no point giving them any free stuff. Ooh. And they have no knives. Banishing F-Cat. Thank you! That's what we want. Living the dream now. Now we get the combos. Just gonna refresh. No, they're still picking, I think. Yeah, you think away, QB. Given what I can say, they come at me with the usual nonsense. Okay, so you've gone for that. I don't know if they're baiting me, but we'll take the bait. Cool. Okay, so starting point, let's get some value. Ring of Roses channel and Verdance together starts getting funny, and that healing push has just generated like 7 value or something, which is just beautiful. Couldn't use the will, unfortunately, in all of that. But it's fine, because we're going to fell him. I'm assuming the D react's coming. No? Okay. Just big hit to the face. Take it. Good turn for me. Back into Ring of Roses nonsense. It's just, this is going to generate the value that probably wins this unless something crazy happens. Oh, this could be good. Still get value of the thing. Because that will happen, I will get the life and then it will prevent the Verdance, but you know, it is what it is. So going into this meta, I put 2 of these into my board, which have played off fairly well, to be honest, so far. What am I doing with my turn? If I play channel, where's my thinking button? Play channel, throw that away for a surgeon. Just leave me with that. That's what we're going to go for a line. I don't think he's going to do anything particularly aggressive here. And while I don't get to draw a card, that's still going to block. I don't like you. I don't like you at all. Decisions. There are a lot of yellows, so they could hit the fruits. I could play the fruits and have 2 life. But if I do the fruits in my turn, it does more. I think we just gamble. I'm going to gamble. They're going to hit a red. I'm going to keep hold my hand. It's going to be great. Yeah, they hit a blue. So yeah, this worked out proper. They're more likely to hit a red or a blue than a yellow. So, I mean, you know, whether or not I wanted to take that risk. As it is, this is going to develop the usual threat. Yeah, you prevent your 1. Ooh. That's not great from them. I think that's going to hurt them. Have they just run out of deck or what? I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. I am willing to crack these for the tempo at this point, to be honest. Lose your cards. Yeah, they are definitely on the back foot at this point. I mean, that's a hand. So I lost a rampant. That's very, very sad. Just keep plinking away. Ring's going to carry this pretty much at this point because they do not have the aggression required. See. Just waiting until I actually have a hand to kill them with, to be honest. At this point, we just keep swinging. We're just flexing at this point. I could do more. I'm not going to bother doing more. This is plenty. I think I could have done about 15. Oh, Ring of Roses, when you get to play it, is lovely. Yeah, but if you want to take up from this game, it's watch how much value that Ring of Roses just generated and understand that's why it's legendary. Because so many people have gone, why is that not a 3 of? That's why. Can you imagine if I got that in my opening hand, 50% of games or something? It's not quite 50, but you know what I mean? In your first couple of hands in an awful lot of games, and then being able to do it 2 or 3 times in some games, it would be disgusting. Especially with the fact that you've obviously got Surgeon, just be Surgeon for 1. If you don't block this, I'm going to gain 3 individual sources of life and ping you 3 times. Absolute nonsense if you could have multiples. It's weird, right? Because it feels like it's a bit whelming sometimes as a legendary, but it's actually not, because the ceiling on it is cracked. Can you imagine if we'd played this game and I'd had that on turn 1? That guy would have had to deal with me probably gaining 20 life off 1 card. Which is absolute nonsense. I just I spotted that I was playing into an Arakni and thought, I can get a video of gameplay into the new person. Quick coverage of my deck list. It's basically what I used to be running. But I've swapped in my Shelter from the Storms instead of Sink Below. My logic here is basically Sink Below is really good hand fixing, but I tend to, because I'm playing it mid-range, I look at my hand, I go, well, I'm going to play, let's say, these 2, so I'm going to block with these 2. And Sink doesn't help that, because, you're keeping, say, a blue and an arcane damage spell, and you go, well, I can't Sink either of them. So often Sink doesn't do anything. Sometimes it does. I'm not saying it never does anything, but 9 times out of 10 Sink doesn't do anything. Shelter, on the other hand, does do stuff. It obviously prevents a lot of dagger bullshit. It's a defense reaction, so it's inherently good. I quite like the fact that you can just throw it in the bin. I've played at least 1 game where I have had it in my hand and gone, my hand is shit, and I need to bin a D-react. Oh, Shelter can go in the bin. that's quite helpful. So I'm a big lover of this in Verdance. I suspect Guardians will really like it. I think it's a bit overhyped elsewhere. I think people are really putting weight on this as the best D-React ever, and I think for a lot of them they should just be running Sync. It's £60 cheaper. That's a big deal, and actually better for a lot of decks. Yeah, if you're an aggro deck, you want Syncs, not Shelters, in my opinion, for the most part. Where's my big part of Banish EU, whatever. So yeah, I put 2 That's All You Got in. And what the hell did I even cut? I've currently dropped the I forgot the name. The red. Bear with me. Rummaging through brain, rummaging through deck to see the blue version. We cannot see any. Must be in here. Summer's Fall. I've currently dropped the red Summer's Fall, so I don't know how I feel about that, but I've dropped them from the board, and I have pushed the 2 That's All You Got and the Ring of Roses into the deck. Obviously, That All You've Got sits in the sideboard. Not sure how I feel about That's All You Got at the moment, but I wanted to give it some tries. I had the ability to play in real life over the weekend, so I was trying Wizard Block. Genuinely cannot remember the name of these things. You know, the bin it to prevent 2 and ponder. Trying that out, that actually wasn't bad, and I am sort of tempted to run a little bit of that maybe, but I haven't decided. Like, this is very early in me testing the changes I want to make to this deck. I think they're slight. The other change that should be coming is I have finally made enough money doing commission painting to buy at least 2 Commander Conquers. That was after purchasing the Shelter from the Storms. They hurt the budget. I was putting money away for CNCs. They were announced. I was like, oh god, I've got so much to buy. But yeah, I have done enough work in the Flesh and Blood card altar thing to be able to buy some, which is nice. Disposable income is good income. So yeah, hopefully they'll be going to the decks soon. In case anyone wasn't aware, I actually only play with what I've got, so everyone's been abuzz with Jonathan, don't remember your surname, really sorry, but the Verdance player who basically should have top 8'd twice in 2 days. Oh, Capgate got him, unfortunately, but well played to him. But his deck is very similar to mine, I think, for the most part, but he's a little less on the arcane. He doesn't do the flare snap stuff, and he's got an extra £300 of cards in his deck, which I would absolutely run and encourage you to run if you have them. I am not actually encouraging you to spend 300 plus on 6 cards. Unless you want to. I'm not the boss of you. But, consider where you spend your money. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It's the first of the ones from the new set. So, an exciting time. New matchups to learn, new things to test. I'll see you in the next one.